Welcome back, everyone. This is Pin the Gas episode 2.5. Episode 2 is in the dumps, and it was a really good one. But now that we know the material that we're about to talk about, it's going to be a lot easier. Still,
he forgot to hit the record button.
No, it's recording. It's recording up top. You don't see it?
No, I mean before.
Oh shit. Yeah. But now we're back. Andy Rowe, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andelix.
What's going on, everybody?
Now we were talking about in the last podcast. We were reviewing Le Mans. We were talking about the rider of the day. Andy, who did you think was like your rider of the day again?
Oh, Anea stole the show for sure. I mean, like
the beast,
last to 10th place. But it's congratulations to those three men there in the middle of yours.
You kidding me?
He stole the show. I mean, he humiliated Pico a little bit. So.
Yep. Now, last weekend was in Le Mans, France. Now, Le Mans is known to have the most crashes on that track. Am I right? In rain. But we had a nice weekend, though. We had a nice weekend of weather. I think only Moto3 got attacked with some of the rain. But we had a pretty nice weekend. It was good seeing all the French fans. My God, it was great compared to freaking Coda. Coda felt, I guess, where we were at turn 18. But Coda felt empty. No way. Did it?
I mean, it's because we were behind the stands and hear more of like the garages working and things like that. But I feel last year, because it was Valentino Rossi's last year, that it got really crowded. This year, you're right, it wasn't that many people. But let me tell you about Le Mans. Le Mans was packed, and they were shouting Fabio's name out there like, wow.
Yeah, because fuck Johan Zarco, right? We don't care about. We only care about, man. We only care about Quartararo. Why not Zarco? I think Zarco was doing pretty decent this season. He's having the more positive season than he's had in a couple of years now. Oh, before we get into that, I actually want to shout out to Mr. Stephen Ward. Stephen Ward was the head of the Medic Assist volunteer department in Circuit of the Americas. So he was my boss for a year, and he sent me this hat. Andy, you don't see it right now, but you'll see it in the final video. Pretty sick hat. I don't know why they went with the orange.
But should have sent me one.
This hat apparently is from a race that never happened. Can you guess what that means?
Ooh, that sounds exclusive and expensive.
They made merchandise for a race that never happened.
What race is this? I'm not aware of this.
2020.
Oh,
remember?
That's right.
MotoGP was supposed to go to Coda.
Absolutely correct.
And they made merch, not merch, but they made swag for it.
And he sent you one?
He sent me a hat. So I got the only hat. Dude, the hat doesn't have it doesn't have like volunteer on it or anything. It's literally just says Circuit of the Americas 2020, and it has like the little MotoGP motorcycle at the bottom. It's a sick hat. I like it, but it's extra special. Oh, he got the race in the back. It's extra special because it's from a race that never happened. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So can we talk about the again? Fucking rims.
You want to keep talking about Suzuki, and I'm fed up with the Suzuki news,
bro. Because that's what it is. That's what it is. This whole week is so. Rins crashed in. I forgot what turn number, but he crashed in the Dakar section. No. What turn was it, Andy?
Let's see. Rins crash. It was turn 2, I think. Turn 4.
Turn 4, and the way that he crashed, I was just talking about the way that he crashed. I think we should do a GoFundMe to send him to America to do flat tracking, because this dude had the bike upright, went through the dirt, was okay, and the moment he touched the moment he touched asphalt, it all went to shit. I'm like,
but man,
those American boys would not let that happen. Let me tell you.
In his behalf, I mean, he was coming super fast down that turn. And even when he went through the Dakar section, I call it Dakar. Even when he went through the Dakar section, I mean, he didn't slow down. So when he came above the rumble strips, he was already sideways. So when he landed, forget it.
He fucking lost it. Yeah.
And I'll tell you this, man. I mean, people are going to hate me for it, but the dude would crash in the pit box, okay, by himself.
Unfortunately. The thing with Rins is when I made that MotoGP for Dummies, I said that Rins probably tries to outride the bike that he's given. I don't know if it's that or he's just too impatient. I feel like Rins is a guy that has proven that he's the fastest on any good day, that he can compete with the big guns up top. But the thing is that he's so impatient to get there. He doesn't want to do the climb. He just wants to leap the bounds just to be the best. And like, you can't do that. There's levels to this thing, right?
Rules. He does not figure out a way to manage through a race. That's the problem. This is why he's not winning, because the guy's fast. The guy's fast, but he can't manage through the race.
Right. Exactly. And that's just unfortunate because, like I said, I think hot take, I think Rins is the faster rider out of him and Mir. Very hot take.
I mean, yes, Rins is faster than Mir, I believe, but Mir crashed too.
Mir did crash. Do we have notes on where exactly he crashed?
No, I didn't write those down. All I know is he crashed.
Because nobody cares about Joan Mir.
When I called you and I told you, I was like, hey, like these two guys crashed and stuff like that. You were like,
fuck Le Mans, bro. I hated this weekend. This weekend was so bad. We lost some really good people.
I was like, I didn't take notes.
I hate Le Mans. I didn't take notes either. I should have taken notes. But
let me tell you who else crashed. So we got Joan Mir, he crashed.
Yes, yeah, unfortunately.
Rins, he crashed. Bastianini, he crashed. I got notes over here. I got it on my phone. Right. Miguel Oliveira, he crashed twice.
He sleeps with his stepsister.
Jack Miller,
so he's probably crashed.
Franco Morbidelli, Franco crashed 2 times also.
Franco
Alex
did.
Marquez, the other better Marquez, or
the lesser of the Marquez.
The lesser of the Marquez.
Imagine he was better Marquez. Double B33.
Yeah, and his brother, he also crashed.
Dive bomb.
Bezzecchi and Luca.
So everybody crashed except for Quartararo, pretty much.
Fabio probably crashed in another practice. No, he didn't crash, but man, it was so many crashes going on, and you don't know what's going on, and so it was challenging weekend for everybody. Trust me.
Right. All right. So the top 3 men, right? You had the beast in Bastianini.
Yeah, and they stole the show for sure.
Stole the fucking show.
Yeah. But we got Miller second, and Aprilia, baby. Once again, 3 for 3.
Aleix, you good man. You crybaby good man. Got himself another podium. My God, the motorcycle gods are shining their light on Mr. Aleix Espargaro. They're like, yo, we're sick of you getting your ass handed to you every single season and every single race. There you go. So why don't we give you maybe a little bit of the championship taste? Just a little bit. Now, if Aleix Espargaro does win the championship, how big is that for Aprilia?
That's huge. That's huge. And Aprilia is a very small company.
Very small. Run by a Piaggio?
Yeah. Well, Piaggio's big, but Aprilia itself is
small. Right.
It's a small little warehouse that builds motorcycles and ships them out.
It has one of the most beautiful. Andy, show us your bike, bro.
Oh
dude, you gotta show us that set. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I got my fan because it's hot in here.
Bike, bro. Oh, God, Jesus, I want to really so bad. Only fan. That's only. So, Enea Bastianini. So going back to Enea Bastianini.
Yeah, I mean,
Ducati Red.
So he literally embarrassed Pico. Pico crashed out. He didn't want any. He didn't want any of the juice. So he left him. He crashed out. He had a long walk to the pits, all lonely. I'm sure he was broken.
Now with Pecco, I think Lenovo has pretty much sold on him being the poster boy for the next few years. However, what if, right? we see Lenovo red on Enea Bastianini.
You
Who's
think
poster
that
boy now?
You think he'll make the switch and sign with Factory?
Yes. Even though it'll be, even though if they're gonna give Bastianini whatever bike that Lenovo has with all the tech and everything in the Grassini colorway, it's not the same. You want to be
in the factory
in the factory team. There's a merit behind it.
But Jules, let's talk about the accomplishments that he's getting done by just having this beast of a bike on a satellite team.
The 21
no
bike.
no longer need a factory team to win championships. You can win them with a satellite team, and if Enea makes this possible, will be the first team first satellite team that wins the championship. This is huge.
Right. This is huge. In the perfect world, with that 21 bike, which is near a perfect bike, like that
for him is perfect.
That Ducati bike in 2021 was just near perfect. Literally every freaking track last year. Oh, this is not a Ducati track. This is not a Ducati track.
No,
and then Ducati wins.
Yeah.
Like, now
let Enea sign the deal. Let Enea sign the deal. Right. Let him stay with Grassini if he wants. You know, he doesn't have to move if he doesn't want to. Literally, it's Ducati. It's Ducati. So you don't need to move. Just give him the package that he wants. Give him the 22 if that's what he wants. Give him the 22. He can develop that bike for Ducati as well.
Right. But if they do, is it still in Enea's best interest that, you know, Enea goes to himself, hey, I still want to be in factory red? Because there is an open seat now. And if you ask me, even though I'm a big Martin fan, you know I love my Pramac boys.
Yeah.
Martin doesn't deserve that seat. Not after this atrocity of a season so far. Martin does not.
And he's crashed a couple times.
And he's crashed.
It doesn't mean that he's not good. It just means that he's not ready.
He's not ready. And he's DNF'd so many times. And when you mentioned Enea potentially being the first satellite rider to win a MotoGP championship, I thought Martin was going to be that guy. And I told you at the beginning of the season, I was like, Martin was one of my front runners to win a championship this year.
No, Enea Bastianini sealed the deal at Le Mans. And and there's talks also about Miller making a move to KTM, which I don't really quite understand. I think that he'd be making a mistake doing that. But a lot of people out there believe that would be good for him, being a Red Bull team and Red Bull sponsorship. But no, I mean, Enea could take the Miller seat. I mean, but honestly, I don't think he should. I mean, if he feels comfortable where he's at, let him stay where he's at right there and give him the bike that he wants and go from there. He doesn't need to test machines. Don't put Enea to test machines. Because that's what happens. You put him to test machines and this, that, and the other. And Ducati's always testing something new.
Now, funny you mentioned that, because we believe that Jack Miller is kind of the test dummy for Lenovo Ducati, correct?
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that Jack Miller took over that role.
Right.
You know, I mean, like we
he's not
a test rider. He's not a test rider.
No, by all means, no.
Here and there.
No, but he's more than willing to. While Pecco was like, "Oh, the bike is perfect as is, don't touch it." Jack Miller's like, let me try. Maybe this might work better.
Yeah, he puts his mechanics to work.
Explosive.
Yeah, he puts his mechanics to work.
But the thing is, everybody in Ducati loves him. Everybody loves Jack Miller. Who doesn't love Jack Miller? If you don't love Jack Miller, you have no soul. Okay, so when you mentioned Enea Bastianini not going to be that test rider, he's coming for the jugular if he gets that factory Ducati seat. So if that ever happens, are we going to see another Lorenzo and Rossi in factory Ducati?
Well, I mean, are we going to have that in Mugello? Mugello's next. I mean, Pico did say, he said something.
I'm coming for your neck.
I want to get another shot at you, Enea. Like, he wants to get an Italian battle in Italian soil.
Right. But could you imagine that same battle in factory red? It's going to be another, in my opinion, it's going to be another Lorenzo and Rossi all over again. But the thing is that Lorenzo and Rossi are both championship winners, and Pecco and Pecco and Bastianini are not. But the level of competition of one against the other, it should be really fun to watch.
Jules, I think what people really want to see is the battles, you know? I mean, like, you know, everybody has a favorite rider, but you really go there to see a battle.
We want more competition. And that's what makes this season so unpredictable and so fun. Because unlike last year, we literally cannot tell who wins. I mean, look at our number 3 spot, Alicia Spargaro. Where the fuck did this guy come from? Aprilia, you can speak from...
Alain's been with Aprilia for a very long time. He's been developing that bike for a very long time.
And you, as an Aprilia owner, you can attest that the chassis on that bike and the way it handles and how smooth that throttle is. This is me speaking from what the reviewers say.
It's true. And the reviews say it's true. It's a track machine. It's smooth. It's not, the Ducati seems to be very brute type of power.
Right.
While the Aprilia is very smooth, and the frame is balanced as well. Balanced.
And with that being said, it's only a matter of time where Aprilia becomes, if they're not already, a factory threat.
They are already competitive.
They're already super competitive, and they're already a great street bike. So
they lost concessions.
They lost concessions.
Yeah,
now, do you think that hurts them, that they don't get the extra testing, or they're like, or we're good, man?
No, for this year, I believe they are adding another engine to every team. So I think they're interesting. Aprilia might be safe with that, but yeah, they that bike is competitive. All the MotoGP bikes are very competitive.
Except for KTM.
I think that the rider is the one that makes the adjustment.
Except for KTM.
KTM's having an issue because I think it's a frame issue. I
don't know.
They're heavy. The front is too heavy. Did you see the crash with Binder and Zarco?
Dude, that wing flew up and he was pretty much riding with one wing. Imagine flying a jet plane with one wing.
Jules, he said on a report that it's like driving a Walmart cart when one busted wheel, always turning to one side.
That always happens to me. Every time I go to Walmart, Target, I always get the one with the stupid busted wheel.
Don't you hate that?
It's inconvenient. It's like the McDonald's ice cream machine never works.
Exactly. But dude, he managed to finish the race. He went from what, P18 to P8, and then yeah, dude, and he got off the bike, got onto the box, and he was calm. He was totally cool.
Dude, that's what I love about Brad Binder, man. It's like, you know, it's racing. He's just kind of like Rhea in a way, where it's like, you know, if anything happens, shit happens, man. It's racing, shit happens. Like, I'm not gonna get worked up. Like, at the end of the day, you're still getting paid to do what you love.
I think maybe that move with Miller might be good, having a South African and an Australian that likes to drink a lot of beer and stuff like that. Maybe Binder.
Aren't they boys? Aren't they boys though?
I don't know if they like hang out and stuff like that. I know that Maverick and Miller used to like have a trailer together, and Alex and Miller and Alex and Maverick used to be teammates together. Pico and Miller used to be Suzuki. Teammates and Young.
Right.
I'm sure at one point, one way or the other, they have bumped into each other, and you know.
Yeah, I don't know if they're like boys like that.
I don't know if they're boys. Yeah.
Speaking of Maverick, and this is why you need an Instagram. So Aprilia, my man Taka Nakagami. So my man, who's gonna get booted out next year anyway. Sad, Maverick Vinales on Instagram posted a video of him mowing someone's lawn or whatever on the track. And the first thing that came to my mind, I was like, he's gonna blow that engine.
Everybody keeps saying that they're waiting for him to blow the Aprilia.
Blow the Aprilia engine. Dude, he's complaining. He's like, oh man, this bike is probably not for me. Bro, no bike is for you. Like,
I'm out. Because I got messages from him blowing up the Facebook.
Oh,
some argument that he got into on Facebook with
Lay it on us, Mr. Andy.
Oh, no, I can't show you this stuff, but they probably shut down this video, and I don't want that to happen. But yeah, he got into some arguments on Facebook with fans like you and me.
Could you give us just a little taste? Give us one piece of General Tso's chicken. Like, Come on, man.
Yeah, a little taste of Geno's. Maverick Vinales says to a fan, mate, you don't even see the 50% of my potential. Wait to be adapted to the bike, and then you'll see. Can't wait until Mugello.
Okay.
That's just one. There's several messages that he went back and forth. That's just one.
I won't lie. When he was in Factory Yamaha, I liked him a little bit because I thought he was the easiest person to forget. But then when he wins, everyone's like, oh shit, I forgot that Maverick was this good, right?
He was surprised everybody at Qatar, man.
What bike is for him then? If he keeps saying like, oh, this bike is not for me, this bike is for me. So then what is for you? Do you want to be part of the 25 Ducatis that are on the track? What's for you, man?
I don't know. I mean, he's got the right package to win races now. Alex is doing it. Maverick's got the potential. He can get the bike in the front. Why is he not doing it? I'm not sure. I mean, it is different. I mean, like, you know, you have different bike coming. I mean, if you look at the machines, they're two totally different machines. So, right. I mean, give him that. I mean, maybe he's just getting used to things and it's taking him a little while. You know, Alex is obviously doing what Aprilia wants, and he's, you know, 3 for 3, you know. Right. So I don't think they push him Maverick much. I mean, I think they're allowing him, I believe, and they said that Maverick and Alex are both safe. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of this is what's called silly season. Right now we're in silly season. There's a lot of talk and rumors. But, I don't know. I honestly hate it. You want to talk about the Suzuki thing? I'm really fed up with it. I just want to move on and watch some real good racing. We got Mugello's next.
But the thing is, Andy, you have to realize that we haven't had this much drama in MotoGP in forever. 2020, the only drama in MotoGP was COVID. 2021, there was absolutely no drama in MotoGP. It was just Fabio Pecco. That's it.
And now that's nothing. Not happening.
Now we have mad shit going on. What's wrong with Fabio? He hates the bike.
I think that maybe he just wasn't set up for Le Mans and he wasn't feeling comfortable and things like that. Maybe, you know.
Definitely not.
It's not his favorite.
No, not at all. So we have 10 minutes. You're sick of the Suzuki stuff, but the rumors. Kawasaki.
Tell him what I told you,
bro. So Andy, and this is to attest on how old this motherfucker is.
Oh, fuck you.
So in MotoGP,
on video.
not MotoGP, MotoPG, the podcast that we both love a lot. They were mentioning something about a potential merger, or not a merger, but like a replacement pact that Suzuki will hand over everything that they have to Kawasaki, and Kawasaki would just pay the rest of the bill and take over X-Star Suzuki. So pretty much they're going to take that Suzuki bike and paint it green. Now, Andy,
possible.
It's a possibility. It's a rumor, but with these rumors, man, all these rumors this season have been true. So, you know, I think
the Kawasaki thing is going to happen. Let me tell you why. Back in 2003,
right,
there was a merger between Suzuki and Kawasaki. I was
in 3rd grade, by the way.
Ding.
I love you, man.
You throw me off with that, man. It made me think how old I am. I'm looking at my grades. No, but in 2003, there was a merger between Suzuki and Kawasaki. Suzuki had fallen into some trouble financially, and they needed some assistance. Kawasaki came to help, and they assist with parts. They wanted to supply the parts for their bikes and things like that. So a lot of machines that came out during those years were the same, especially in the dirt bike scene.
Yes.
Basically, Kawasaki, Suzuki, it was just the same thing. It was just one was painted yellow, the other one was painted green. There's even some cruisers that share parts and things like that and have the same engine. They just say on the side, say Yamaha, Kawasaki or Suzuki. Yeah. So the merge did happen. This is real. And the guys from MotoPG mentioned that. And I remember that because I was at a dealer back then, and I was like, man, this is definitely possible. The companies are still together, and you know, they could just Suzuki could just step out and Kawasaki could just come in, and then just like you said, just paint the fairings from blue to green.
And then I would love to see green cross the finish line.
And then they're talking about bringing Rhea and Rins together.
Check this out. See if this rings. It's probably going to be a Monster team because Rhea is sponsored by Monster. So Monster, Kawasaki, ZX10, RR, GP, RR, Rhea and Rins. But then you have
and then you got Rhea and Rins that are also start with R's.
Yeah. So that's that extra RR, and then you have Toprak potentially coming through. Not potentially, he's coming.
He's coming. So once the testing's coming up soon. He's gonna test the M1 soon. But imagine that. I mean, Rhea and Toprak went at it last season and stuff like that.
And if you think that was bad, it's gonna be worse once they're both in MotoGP.
Yeah.
This is me manifesting it. I'm manifesting this battle happening in MotoGP. I want to see Kawasaki so bad.
I want to see Rhea so bad. I think the Kawasaki thing is going to happen. But again, it's just rumors as of now. But I am pretty sure it's going to happen.
But like I said, with all the rumors this year, they've been turning out true. Joan Mir apparently is talking with Repsol even more. And I think it's 80% a done deal. So rumors have been. I love this season, bro. You love this season.
I love
it's so early.
I just hate this whole, because every day is something new. Yesterday was Paul Espargaro going to Aprilia. Now it's Paul Espargaro doesn't have a seat. And tomorrow is going to be Paul Espargaro. It's going to go and sign with.
This is the most I've heard about Paul Espargaro because nobody cares. I like Paul. I want him to do well, but his time is ticking, bro. Like it's not
listen. I don't think it's Paul's fault. Okay, I don't think it's an Espargaro issue. I mean, Espargaro is not a Valentino Rossi or Marc Marquez, but he is a talented rider. But then you put him on a package with the Honda, where the Honda has become poo-poo, you know,
it became
and not even the king itself can ride it. You know, let's talk about Mark too, because Mark didn't look good this weekend.
Sure.
And honestly, I mean, like there was talks on the internet, like his own fans, Jules,
are not believing in him anymore.
They're not believers anymore.
You can see Mark's body slowly like deteriorating because the energy from the fans is disappearing. He's like
he's not with it this season.
No,
and he had a report with. It was DAZN,
DAZN.
He said something about like, oh yeah, like I've been with Honda forever, but the past 2 years haven't been that great. He actually said that.
Well, he's been hurt, and they've been changing the bike while he's gone. Like you can't be racing on a 2019 bike anymore.
Jules, but you got other riders with the same team. I mean, come on, you got to build a bike for them as well.
Right, but he's also been hurt. So they don't have a lot of testing for Mark. You know what I mean? Exactly. Imagine he didn't get as hurt as much. I think he'd win a couple more championships right now.
Mark Marquez only won with one chassis. Okay. Last year's the bike before this one.
The 19th, the 2019.
And he likes that front end. He likes that front end loose. I don't know why.
He likes that shit bucking because it's the amount of control. It's the style that Alex Rins wish he had. So it's a style where he likes it. He likes it uncaged.
Alex Rins just needs to learn to manage the race. He's a good racer. He just needs to learn to manage the race. That's all.
Right. It's just terrible seeing crash week after week. But we got Mugello coming up, but. Mugello is a little bit away right now. It's a week away. What we have is something better. Nah, it's not better than Mugello, but we got VIR this weekend. Moto America.
trying to talk it up to make it sound really special and everything.
Moto America. Guys, please, if you're a MotoGP fan, please watch Moto America. God damn it. Like Like the American races are so fun. Matthew Skoltz is on fire right now. Danilo Petrucci, obviously, but this is good for competition, man. And we have a guest coming soon. Cody, how do you say his last name? I forgot. I'm sorry.
Cochran.
Right.
Cody Cochran.
We have him, and he's a superbike racer, which means that he's one of the fastest racers in America, and I cannot wait to have him on. And Andy, you wanted to shout out one more person, right?
Yeah, Cody. I talked to Cody. Cody Coiner, Dustin Coiner. I'm sorry,
Dustin Coiner. Right.
I'm still thinking of Cody. Dustin Coiner is giving me tips and stuff like that on how to set up the YouTube and the Zoom and all things like that. So I want to huge thank you to him.
Huge thank you, Dustin.
He mentioned things that maybe next time he'll
we're gonna get him on the show. We have to.
Yeah, we'll bring him on the show as well.
We have to full send, motherfucker. Like we gotta get it. We gotta get him here. I love this, man. It's a crazy season. We have a lot of material coming their way, man. We're gonna have our logo done this Friday, so we're gonna have an official Pin the Gas logo. After that, maybe we're gonna get some shirts. Maybe we're gonna do a little giveaway. I know Andy's been wanting to dabble into some giveaways, man. We have a minute and a half. So, Andy, do you have any final thoughts? Anything that you want to say, bro?
I mean,
do you want to attack?
Do
you want to attack my age because I jabbed at your age a couple times? So you.
You're terrible, man.
I fucking love you.
No, you know, let me tell you a little story. So over the during the Le Mans race, I met up a new friend. His name is Bryce. He's from France, and he's actually sent me some pictures from the race to the Facebook page. The one thing I don't think I mentioned is that there's a lot of information that I drop, and Jules, you too, you're a member, and we drop a lot of information on this page. It's called the 1000cc Club of America. You can find information on Facebook about us and the things that we talked about on there. So everything that it's on the podcast is on the Facebook as well.
Absolutely.
So come give us a follow. Go tell us that we're crazy or whatever you want to say. Come, we want to have a conversation with you guys.
Absolutely. Now, Andy, we have less than a minute left, so I'm going to make this quick.
I apologize for the screw up. Zoom decided to cut out because we only had a time limit. So on Andy's behalf, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for listening. If you are, go ahead and leave us a like, comment, subscribe. Just let us know what we can do to be better. We're trying to get better at this. We're still new. So any criticism is constructive criticism. And again, on Mr. Andelic's behalf and I, peace out.